This is part 2 of our How to Backflip series, in which we will cover different prerequisites and drills needed for learning a backflip. In our previous video, we covered the technical aspects involved with performing a standing backflip. Other parts of our series will examine common mistakes and how to spot a backflip. Prerequisites. Each drill and prerequisite listed in this video will attempt to help with one or more phases of the back tuck, which were displayed in part 1 of our series. The first prerequisite we have for learning a standing backflip is the backwards roll. The tucked backwards roll is the most basic foundational skill for backwards tumbling and serves two purposes as a prerequisite for learning the standing backflip. Firstly, it allows the athlete to experience a full 360-degree backwards rotation in a safe, non-intimidating way, while also letting them familiarize themselves with the pulling of the shins over their head, finishing on their feet. The backwards roll on flat ground begins with the athlete starting on their feet in a crouched position. As the athlete rolls onto their back, hands come up by their shoulders, beside their head, with palms facing up so as to facilitate the upcoming push they will have to perform. Finally, hands reach the ground and push into the ground while the athlete tries to pull their toes over their head. Beginners may try to use an incline mat to make the roll easier if rolling on a flat surface is too difficult. The incline will make it easier to generate momentum while also making it easier to move the hips and legs over and past the shoulders. Once rolling on an incline becomes easy, taking it to a flat surface would be the next step. A second and optional prerequisite is the standing back handspring. Although this skill is not required in order to learn a backflip, having a back handspring is normally a recommended progression to the back tuck. By having a standing back handspring, an athlete has already experienced a jumping backwards rotation in which the first flight phase lands on their hands and the second finishes on their feet. This can be an important safety skill and reduces the fear of going backwards. However, we don't recommend learning both the back handspring and the standing backflip simultaneously, as the sets in the initial takeoff phases of both skills are very different. Also, a standing back handspring is arguably a more complex skill than a back tuck, so many adults with martial arts, cheerleading, or parkour backgrounds choose to forego this progression. We have a detailed video series on the back handspring here, if you want to learn more about that skill. Here is our full list of drills that can help you achieve a standing backflip. Make sure not to rush through any, as they help a specific aspect of the flip, which we will clarify along with each drill. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for other parts in this how-to series, in which we'll display common mistakes and how to spot a backflip. Also, if you're still here, please consider subscribing. Subscribing is free, and you can always unsubscribe if you don't like what we're posting. Thanks again for watching.